Okay. So the first question to the band is asked by Massacre from the country in the UK, and he asks, how is the tour going on so far? How have the fans responded to all you on your first full tour together?
Well, you want to start there? I'd say it's been nothing short of just amazing. I reckon kind of with the response we were getting for the album and the feedback from people on different channels and forums that it was going to be good, but the response we've been getting so far is just crazy. It's like I'm really just fucking overwhelmed. Good shit.
Do we agree?
Yeah, absolutely. We have so much merchandise and people slam dancing and headbanging, so we couldn't be more happy.
I think our city is sold out on this tour actually.
Okay.
Yeah, and as for me and Thomas, who this is our first tour with a band, so we didn't know what to expect, but of course it's been more than we expected. So it's thumbs up. 2 thumbs up.
Okay. Second question is to the band is asked by Devian from Slovakia, and he asks how the band has gained a lot of space in media and also get great feedback from the fans due to the fact that the band is on the scene for such a short time. Do you think you can claim this position on your next album? And what are the future plans of the band?
I'd say it's definitely not going to be any problems cracking up the heat a lot. I mean, if you reckon how the band came together and that the first album is basically a product from different demos that we wrote separately from each other in home studios, just trading riffs over the MSN, and all of a sudden it's like we just went into the studio. I mean, Thomas had barely heard the album before he played on it, and now all of a sudden we're for some reason the chemistry within the band members turned out so great that now we're like a real unit that is writing together. It's like producing each other's stuff, we're rehearsing a lot and everything. It's like anybody who liked the first album to begin with is going to be fucking blown away by the second album. I shit you not. I swear.
And we're going to start recording it as soon as this tour is over. We're going to have a few days off, and then we're going to start rehearsing, and then bam, in the studio.
The third question to the band is asked by Lord Dargat from near Bologna in Italy, and he asks who is the creator of the name of the band and is there any story behind the name?
Well, creators are me and Eric, but I mean, the band really started when we got this full lineup with Jonas, Robert, Thomas. I mean, we have a hilarious, great time, like on this tour. We don't have any fights. Maybe me and Thomas have a couple of ones, but it's part of nature.
Fist fights.
Fist fights.
Yeah.
And arm wrestling.
Yeah, but it's always good stuff to see somebody you almost giving him a bitch slap across the face, so the glasses are kind of flying, and then people is flying like a puppet, woo, but it's all good shit. But what the fuck was I thinking about the name? I can't really recall. I think it was your idea. Yeah, right. I pitched the name Nine-Winged Serpent first, and nobody liked that because of different reasons. So then everybody started to come up with different suggestions, and we couldn't really buy into anything. And then Devian was allergic to that vibe around that didn't become anything. I just pitched that as a name, and we figured it could be pretty good. It's a corruption of devious. So it's like we just wanted something non-conformistic, like a fuck the world kind of thing, So, and I think it's got a nice ring to it, It's like it feels like that. Yeah, it fits us good. We like the name Nine-Winged Serpent, but we felt that it didn't fit as a band name. So it was like an obvious thing to have as the title for the first album.
Okay. So the fourth question is asked by Anka from Colombia, and he'd like to ask, are you guys thinking to come to South America and promote your album there?
Well, we have no plans yet to go to South America, but hopefully we will in the near future. Because we've been there before and it's crazy. It's like, I mean, we have so many good movies from South America. It's like It's just the band is so fresh that right now we're happy to just get out and promote our stuff wherever we can. Create like real followings and real their costs of the touring the whole world. It takes a while. It's like when every opportunity that we get, season, be it underground gigs or as this like a well-promoted, well-professional tour. It's like whatever it doesn't go in advertising because like I always look at metal music and to play live. It's just always such a thrill to stand on stage. So we go wherever we can go. That's definitely.
So this question is asked from Hex from Chile. He asked about the lyrics and the way of composing of the band. How all of you work together in it. I mean, your music combines many elements of metal, creating a new sound. So how you created this at the same time? And what is the inspiration to record Night and Serpent? And how are you feeling with the success of the album? And of course of your own success?
Well, the easiest way to answer that question is that we all come from different backgrounds. So everybody puts their own elements into the band, and therefore we kind of feel that it's a pretty wide album with a lot of different influences. For example, Jonas has a lot of old school influences, and Thomas is a really fucking amazing soul guitarist, and he contributes with all that melodic stuff. I come from a thrash background. I don't know what else I contribute with, but
It's such a folk music.
such a folk music.
It's such a beautiful music.
And Eric writes all the lyrics. So explaining the lyrics would be best described by you.
Yeah, it's I mean, I'm an old dog, so it's hard to teach me how to say it. I mean, I just live in my headspace. Like the shit that I've come up with, it's the same always like in the marketplace too. It's like I mean, it's just the way the lyrics come out. It's they're always triggered by something that's like, I mean, all the lyrics on Night and Serpent were basically about what fall and then resurrection or like a rise, and maybe it was triggered like a bit by my Miriam's departure from Arctic and also by a lot of different shit that went on, like revolving around the band at the time, and then like just how the words come together, I don't know, that's just like, I live in some kind of David Lynch-esque kind of world, I reckon, but it's, I mean, the thought behind the lyrics, it's always like, it's got some hooks in reality, and how should you describe it? I wrote down,
I think it's more personal now.
yeah, probably. They're a bit more thoughtful. At the end, I'd say like that the more lyrics, they felt like kind of rehashed and regurgitated. It was like a new album coming out. You know, it's got to be like one lyric should be like this. People will expect this and this and this. And in the end, it just felt like rehashing, repeating. Now I can just like suck in all kind of basically everything that can bring some creativeness to the lyrics. It's more than welcome, because all in all, just as the music, the lyrics, like the umbrella is more open now, but it's, yeah, definitely it's like anybody who ever read like something earlier that I've written, it's gotta, like, yeah, you're gonna see that it's coming from the same guy again.
And that was basically one of the biggest rules when we started this band. Nothing should be impossible. We should, mix all kinds of styles and all kinds of lyrics. We should write whatever we want, as long as it's not, a stupid crossover band or something like that. And as long as it doesn't get cheesy, we should bring whatever we want to into the band. So yeah.
It's like a good riff is a good riff.
Yeah, and that's what I love, because I remember like with Marty, we had so many ideas, and then all of a sudden we just realized this is not going to be a Marty song, because like it's so one-dimensional. It's just like this, and we enabled this and Jordan's this what we originally agreed on, like let there be no master plan. Let's just like spill into the mix what we can do and just see what it turns out like. And I mean, yeah, I guess that's basically our bottom line because we created this.
Okay. The sixth question to the band is asked by Miriam from Belgium. He likes to ask me if do you go on summer festivals like Astrop or Wacken or any other? When can we expect to see Devian live on an open air festival?
As soon as we get a good offer. I reckon. No, it's I mean, yeah, we just see what happens. We're all frequent festival visitors. We were talking about going to Grasspop this year. James is going to Roskilde, Wicken and shit. I mean, I love the festivals because it's basically, I think, because metal is so borderless and it's like so un-territorial. You know, if you get like average Joes, like with some disco music, gather 50,000 of them on a lawn and get a shit-faced, you know, there's going to be so much violence, so much trouble, you know, people are going to pick a fight for any kind of bullshit reason. And like the metalhead is just like, it's so accommodating and everybody's just having such a good get-together and like, it's all about the music and I love that feeling, I love that atmosphere. It's like, it's, yeah, as often as I can, I love to attend those kind of things.